wow.
Bow wow. Welcome to DogStar.
Each week we sit down with a star of rap and R&B, and this week we have the pleasure of sitting down with Santos.
Yo. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciated our open, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. We're excited as fans to dive into your musical journey.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much too.
Let's start at the very beginning. So you're from Brazil?
Yes.
So
Brazil.
Born in Brazil.
Born and raised. Ribeirão Preto, São Paulo State. It's about 3 hours and a half away.
Okay.
Yeah, from São Paulo City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sao Paulo, St. Paul.
Right. It's the universe connecting the dots.
I think so. Growing up there, what were some of your earliest musical memories? Did any of your family members have like good taste in music, or who was kind of shaping what music you were listening to?
I would say at home we listen like to basically everything because my mom is more like classic. My dad is more like country, but like Brazilian country. My sister is more like Brazilian funk, and I was like a little more like hip hop, jazz, like those let's say.
It's a good mix.
Yeah.
Who had the best taste in music besides you, would you say?
That's a good question. I think like my mom, because I kind of feel like her style of music and then putting a little bit of jazz over there kind of connected. And I believe that she was like the door for me, like to start like liking jazz, like hip hop, that kind of stuff.
Were any of your family performers or singers?
No. My sister is a teacher. I'm a preschool teacher as well. My partner is a teacher too. So it's like education / music. But growing up, I used to have back in Brazil, I used to have, for example, a band. We had about three bands.
Oh.
I used to play bass, but things didn't work out. People wanted to follow different paths, and I was like, all right, that's cool with me. But that was like pop, and then I did like pagode, which is like a Brazilian type of music. It's like samba. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's like pretty cool.
Okay.
And then I used like to play some percussion instruments as well. So basically, I think I'm the first one in my family.
Yeah.
Wow.
How did you get into starting to play instruments or performing? Like, where did that all start?
That is a good question because I don't know, since like I understand myself as a human being, I believe that it's always been part of my life, part of who I am. Because some instruments, for example, I didn't even take classes. It was just like, oh, what is it? Let me try. And then boom. Just make a sound.
Wow.
Like bass, I took classes though.
Yeah.
But some percussion instruments, nah, that was just like, I kind of feel I like the sound. I kind of have I don't know, it's something inside, like within me, that just like told me like, hey, you can do it.
You feel the rhythm.
Exactly. Yeah, just go and do it.
That's amazing.
What were some of the first band names? What were these early bands called?
Oh boy. Game Over. That was like the first one, and people started like making jokes about we split because people like, you guys didn't even start and it's already game over. So it looks like you guys took like the name too serious.
No.
But that was like the one that I can remember like the top of my head right now.
Okay. How old are you? What age were you when you were in that band?
That one was about what? 2014, 13, so about like 17, 18 years old.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
And then, it was about that age. And I was
That's
like,
cool.
just want to make music because I kind of feel like myself, like growing up, I didn't have the feeling that I fit somewhere. Because I always wanted like something else, something more. I always like, okay, so this is good, but I need to do something else. And I don't know, making music, it's always been in my head, and my goal, like to be, I don't know, a musician or like live off my art, stuff like that. And I'm glad that things, have been working out so far. So.
Yes.
So far, so good.
Was there a teacher or a relative that encouraged you along your path of music or art?
I think it was like my parents, my mom, because my mom, she always like supported me in whatever I decided to do. My dad, it's, he had his days. Some days they were like, oh, you can't do it. Some days it was like, I think you should like find a job, get a job and go work because it's not going to work out. But yeah, I think like my foundation would be like my parents for sure. And then myself too.
That's awesome.
That's big.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, you're finishing up high school in Brazil. You're trying to do music, live, performing. That's a crazy age to like get on stage in front of people. What was that like? What were your first performances like?
So here's the thing. We didn't perform. We just like had like rehearsals and stuff. We were about to like perform, but the event that we were supposed to perform got canceled. And then because of that, I was like, you know what? That's fine. I think we gotta just look for another event that we can go. And then we ended up like decided to split. And I was like, you know what? That's fine with me.
Right.
And then I think my first performance was in Minneapolis.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell us the story about coming to Minnesota. Did you move to Minnesota first or?
Oh no, I came, so in Brazil, I think it was back in 2017. I came to the US for the first time, spent some couple months in Florida, and then I moved to Copenhagen, Denmark. Went back to Brazil. I stayed there for about like 2 months.
Whoa.
And then I went back to Brazil, stayed for about like 7 months, and I came back to the US to be an au pair. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the au pair program. Basically, a person from different country come to the US, take care of kids, and then the host family like hosts you, and then get you like money, food, bill paid, stuff like that.
Wow.
And then I did 1 year in New York, like upstate in New York, and then 4 or 5 months in Portland, Oregon. Didn't work out. Got a rematch. Found a family here in Minnesota.
Wow.
And then I moved to St. Louis Park, where I stayed for about a year and a half.
That's so cool.
All over the world.
What an adventure.
I've been there. I've been all there, just trying to see what life has best to offer, and just enjoying every second.
Did you have to? I don't know what they speak in Denmark, but did you have to like learn the languages in order to go and work there?
No, not really, because they speak English there too. But I think like for me, it was mostly like the cultural shocking for me.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like Brazil is one thing, US is completely different, and then you go to Europe, it's whole different world.
Whoa.
Like, I don't know, just like I remember going to this not grocery store, but it was like a store to get like a can of Coke. And of course I didn't know that it was my first time there, so I didn't know anything about Denmark. I went there, got my stuff, and then I was just waiting to pay. Nobody in the store. The lady came about like 5 minutes, 10 minutes later. Oh, you're not from here, right? Nah, I'm not. So here, all you gotta do, you go do your shop, get whatever you want, whatever you need, put the money over here, and you go. That's all.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, so if it was in Brazil, you probably wouldn't see one thing left on the shelf. Yeah. And I was like, okay, so thank you so much.
Wow.
And then I was like, well, that one definitely like blew my mind.
That's so cool.
And
I could talk to you the whole episode about the travel, but we should.
Yeah, I was going to ask, at what point during all of these adventures, we can say, did you start writing or recording your own music outside of a band?
So solo, I would say recording and doing the things on my own. That was about 2024, 2023.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like probably ending of 2023, beginning 2024.
And so you're living in Minnesota.
Yes.
What else is going on in your life that's inspired you to write a song or release a song?
I think life experiences, because like I've been, I've been like going through depression, like mental health, and I've been in a really bad relationship. Like that one really almost got me like messed up. But I'm like so glad that my spiritual like faith started growing. Since then, I was with the person, and then after things took a totally different turn than I was expecting, I was like, you know what? There's nothing else to do left to do. So what can I do? And I just remembered that I used to write like poems in Brazil when I was in Brazil. I used to like write songs over there too. Okay, none of them were good. I understand that. But, you know, with like new experiences and a different point of view as well, I think that really like helped me.
Yeah.
And I think it was when I got to the point where I was like, maybe this is the end, but maybe not. So I decided to see a positive side of it, and then I started writing. Of course, my first songs were a little like depressed, but of course I didn't release them. And then I started like getting better with my mental health, and after that I started like writing songs that I'll be like, you know what, I think I can release because it's a good one.
Oh.
But yeah.
And so, yeah, is that first song, September 2023, the first single off your album? Like, did you...
Or was this
What?
even before then?
No, there was a single before my first album. I think my first album I dropped back in December 2023.
Okay, yep. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we're talking about the same thing. So,
Yeah.
before you dropped that single, did you have the album done, or did you know that it was going to be on an album later on?
I had an idea of what I wanted for that album, and it came together along the way. So I had like a couple singles already out, and then I had a few that I didn't release before, and I was like, you know what, let's just get everything together and then put them in like one album, because the name in English is Semicolon, but it's just like
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what, like basically all the songs talk about mental health, talk about you are not alone, you know, like you can do it. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. So I decided to start a little like, I don't know, sad, and then going all the way up to, you know, deliver something like chill and relaxing.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a good...
Taking us on a journey.
Yeah.
Similar to your journey, where it was a little sad and then turned
Yeah.
into the...
Yeah, ups and downs, you
Yeah.
know, always, because I think like everyone goes through like stuff every single day, and I think we gotta just be, we gotta be nice to everyone, because we don't know what they're going through, you know, and
Exactly.
you probably will be like the only person that what other person will like see the whole day, and if you're not like kind or like, I don't know, nice to them, you know, I don't know, I just wanna keep inspiring, keep, you know, helping people with my story.
Definitely. Do you have any favorite albums, or did you have any favorite albums growing up as a child?
Yes, I did, but it's mostly like Brazilian hip hop, Brazilian rap music. There's this one, it's called Racionais. It's RACONACIAIS, MCs.
Okay.
And then they have this album which called dang, I'm not gonna remember the name right now.
No worries.
But it's Diário de Detento. Basically, it talks about his experience going to jail, and then just like stuff like that. So
Awesome. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, because your first release is part of a album. So I was thinking there must have been an influence on like, oh, I'm making music now, I need to have like an album rollout. That's like a lot of forethought for your first project. Did you have any inspirations or any friends doing the same thing at the time, or how did you know how to even release your music?
I started like, my partner helped me. They were like just like Googling stuff like to see like what I can do, like what sources or resources I would have, you know. And then we came across DistroKid. I started like just learning about them. I was like, you know what? I think this is gonna be a really cool spot to start like releasing songs. And then about like getting all the songs together, I think like there was one time where I started like feeling so inspired that once I finished writing one song, I already started like another one. So I already have like 3-4 songs like working at the same time.
Oh my
So like
gosh.
I finished writing one, boom, I already have another idea. Let's write. Finish that one, boom, let's finish the other one that I already started even before this one.
Wow.
You know, and then I think that's how my first album came out.
That's an exciting time. Yeah, being able to just make art, like, yeah.
That's
so
the feeling
cool.
I want. just be able like to, I don't know, just live like going to the shows and stuff, like performing. I think, I don't know, I just want to get like music out there, because music is a tool that we can definitely connect it to people, even if even if they don't speak English or language that you were rapping about. If that makes sense.
100%. It's a universal language.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
I agree.
The first single came out in September, and then the album dropped in December. Were you performing any of the singles before the album came out, or when did you start performing?
We did perform a few, but it was like open mic.
Ooh.
It was like at open mics around like the Twin Cities. And then my first solo was June 29th, 2024 at the Mass Records, North Minneapolis.
Oh, wow.
North Thomas Street. It's pretty cool.
Great memory.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah.
We performed there like I think it was July 10th. It was like a week ago. We performed there. Maybe that's the reason why it's so fresh.
Okay.
Shout out to Caroline. Boom.
What was it like getting on stage and performing these songs, even at the open mics?
It was a little like I don't know. Just every time when I'm about like to get on the stage, I get a little nervous. But the funny part is, because back in Brazil, my background, I'm graduated in journalism. I used to do sports journalism back in Brazil.
Oh.
And besides that, I also used to do stand-up comedy.
What?
So
Wow.
yeah, I did stand-up comedy for about a year and a half, and then journalism for about like four years, four years and a half. And then I just decided to, that wasn't my life. That wasn't for me. I didn't want that anymore. I was like, let's just take the chance and start from the scratch again. But where I love, because since I like growing up, I had like this feeling for the United States, just like the American, dream, the American culture. And then once I got here, I was like, I think now it is time to get to work. And then things started happening, life brought me here. And I was like, maybe this is what life wants me to do, music.
That's awesome.
Well, we're glad that life has brought you right here. Right now, we are sitting down with D. Santos here on DogStar.
You can follow him on Instagram, d.santosofficial. That d.santo. Oh shoot, d.santosofficial. Follow us at DogStar Podcast.
We're going to be right back talking more of the discography and what's on the horizon, including 2 exclusive tracks. We're going to be right back. Bow wow.
Bow wow. Bow wow.
Bow wow. Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with D. Santos, learning all about you. Learned that you were doing stand-up comedy, I think, off air. That's so crazy. Did that help you at all with like stage fright or anything like that?
Or is it different when it's music?
I think it does help, but it's a little different, because I think like songs, at least like if people know your songs, they can help you sing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, being a comedian, sometimes people never heard your joke.
Yeah.
And then if you lose the time right there, you lost the whole joke. You lose the whole joke. So it's like, I think like I get nervous all the time, when I get up on the stage. Mm-hmm. But between as a musician and as a comedian, I think the comedian is a little worse.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was a little worse, because if you forget one line, your joke is done. Your joke is done. Music, you can still, go around, but yeah.
Oh, that's so nuts. But started performing then this new body of work in 2023 as well.
Yeah.
That's so fun. And then, that album came out in December. That was a 10-track album. Mm-hmm. Some songs you already had done. But, and then, polished it all off. That's so fun. And then, boom, in January again, Subconsciousness is the English translation of the song title. What is the song actually called? January 2024. First single after
The album.
yeah.
Yeah, you mean like in Portuguese?
Yeah.
Oh, Subconsciente. It's basically it talks about like this one time, like some experiences I had growing up as a kid, as a like teenager, where I used to be like a people pleaser, you know, but I just had a click, and I was like, you know what, we gotta do something different. And then I started like having boundaries as a kid. Of course, it's not like as strong as now, but that was like the thing that kind of reminded me of like, hey, hold up, you different, you know, you're not the same anymore.
Right.
And then I was like, you know what, I think to honor my younger self, I'm gonna write that song to him.
That's awesome.
And then that's how we like, you know, came up.
And it's got to be therapeutic, right?
It is because I think like I use music like to help me, but also help others, you know. But I think like musicians, if they don't make music for themselves to consume, it's hard to expect somebody else to consume.
Right.
Because I think like musicians need to be their number one fan
Yeah.
before anybody else. You gotta love your art. You gotta love your craft, because if you don't, you're just wasting your time, you know. And yeah,
I agree.
I think I got lost a little bit. I don't know what.
No,
we're
not
talking
at all. It's words of wisdom.
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No.
Were you about to say something?
No, I wasn't.
So on your Instagram, it says that you're a producer as well. Are you making any of these beats, all these beats?
No, I'm not making the beats.
Okay.
But I'm definitely, you know, starting to get something out. But it's gonna take some time because
Okay.
because like I have like to split my time with like work, household, and then I have my family, you know, and then music comes in second. But I need like to give some attention before I make music, because I think like when I work in music, I love to have the house clean, because I think like it's already messy over here. If I look around, it's messy too. The creativity not gonna come.
Interesting.
And then I love cleaning. My partner is here. They can tell you, I love cleaning. So I think it's like before making music, let's do some, you know, therapy.
Okay.
Let's clean like the dish. Let's do this, that, and then once everything else is wiped out, boom, time to lock in the studio.
Yeah.
And then I just go over there and make music.
Oh my gosh.
There was like couple weeks, right, baby? I'm sorry. That I got like I don't know. I was locked in the studio for about like 12, 16, 17 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Just like writing, recording, mixing, mastering. You know, just like focus, and then yeah.
Is there a time of day or night when creativity strikes, or
So-
is it random?
It used to be random, but I kind of feel like now I since I've been like learning about myself more, I feel like now I know how I can help, how I can like go like, I don't know, just together, you know, with myself. And then I would say before used to be late night,
Okay.
but now early morning. Early morning. As much as I can, I wake up at 4,
What?
hit the studio, and start like with a prayer, burn an incense, get some sage, get the fan on, otherwise the smoke detector gonna go off, and then just, you know, start like right there. And then I'll be like, because I think like when since I started like waking up at 4 and just changed my routine and everything, I think like my life, I don't know, I've enjoyed life better.
Okay.
Wow.
You know, because one thing is I used to just I started at work at 7 in the morning, right? I used to wake up at 6:30, and then just get ready real quick, go to work. But the first time when I woke up early, and I started having like the good feeling, be like, hey, this is actually really dope. Why can't we try? And then I started like waking up for like 5 days a week, and then I started like noticing that the creativity would come early in the morning before even the sun show up.
Okay,
Whoa.
wow.
And then I'm like, you know what? I think this is my jam. I guess. I think, you know, just wake up morning, get some paper, go to the studio, boom,
Get right to it.
it's right there.
I love that.
You know.
Yeah, I got to do something with my wake up routine. It's terrible right now. You got to go to bed at like 8 o'clock then to get up at 4. How are you doing this?
So I think it depends on. I think like everyone's unique. Like for me, I love like I kind of function better if I have less hours of sleep. So like for me, max 4 hours, like 4 hours and a half is like max. If I stayed in bed for 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, that's it. My day is gone.
Whoa.
You know,
Interesting.
because my brain will be like, hey, it's already noon. So get up. Let's eat some breakfast. No, let's eat some lunch. And then you get home. It's time for a nap, right? And then you nap. And then it's time to go to bed again. And then
Exactly.
it's all gone.
Eaten up by sleep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like that.
Did this routine, were you doing this early morning routine in 2024 for all these singles that are dropping? Because we got One Day in February, Divine Protection in March, Guilty at 11 in March, April, another single, Nothing Gonna Stop Me. So what's the routine during this time? Or did you have those all ready and then do the rollout?
No, those ones were really like a really depressed time in my life, where it's like I was like really going through a really hard time mentally, and then I didn't want to do anything else but music, because that's music was what was like holding me up, you know, holding like just come on, stay there, you still like you got a chance,
Wow.
you know. And then I just started writing. I didn't have anything else to do, like. What am I supposed to do? I wanted to make music, right? Since growing up, playing some instruments, wrote some poems, songs over there. So why not use that time here with, you know, more like experience in life, you know, more, yeah, I think like more ideas as well.
Have you been able to utilize your skill and instruments in your hip hop music? Like have you played guitar on a song or
Not guitar, but the percussion.
Okay, awesome.
Like
awesome.
So in Brazil we say half moon, which is like the one you go like
Tambourine?
Tambourine, yes, thank you. Tambourine, that one. I played tambourine for the song Parceria Cabulosa, which is fabulous partnership that I wrote to my partner there as well. And then that one I did that. I think there was there's another one that I did like a shaker.
Nice.
You know, it's just like
Add a little
small, you know, like, yeah, because I kind of like, I like the harmony, and there's nothing better when you have like percussion outside of the main ones, like drum, bass, guitar. You know, I think like that one, just put in a little bit, I think it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it adds that human element.
Nice to have that in the toolbox anytime you need it too.
It's right there.
Yeah, that's awesome. What are you doing to like take a beat and then make it into a song? Do you have like certain software you're using for like mixing that together, or do you have to how do you take it from like the recording of your vocals, and how do you make that sound good with a beat? Or is it just like you got to sing it perfect over it, otherwise it's not going to sound good? How does that go?
That's a really good question. I like the time in the studio in the morning. Sometimes I just go and start listening to random beats.
Okay.
You know, like random like producers on beatstars.com. And then because when I hear something, it's like 90s, jazzy, boom bap, chill, lo-fi, hip hop, I think that's my vibe. And then if there's one instrument that sounds like so beautiful, and then I was like, you know what? Now I have to think about what can I write for this beat. And then sometimes when it's like a sad beat, you know, I try to bring some positivity. So I try to write something, because I don't know, like I used to be like so sad, right? And then music kind of helped me to that, like to take that sadness away a little bit, and helped me like to heal as well. And it has been helping me with healing as well. But yeah, I think like just having one element on the beat that kind of catches my attention or takes me back to, I don't know, memory lane, for example. Boom, that's what I like to. You know?
Yeah, it seems very, like you said, 90s, almost like West Coast G-funk. A lot of
you've got
the beats.
Great taste in instrumentals.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I think like the G Coast. I think it was because the first songs when I released my first one, my first releases, they kind of sounded a little similar. And then I was like, I want to bring something different.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Subconsciente first with the like West Coast type of beat, and then Divine Protection as well has the West Coast, Guilty at 11 as well. But Guilty at 11, it brings a little bit, not the sadness, but the memory lane, for example. You know. And then the first time when I heard that beat, I was like, "Hey, Grandpa, I hope you're doing well there, cause this one's for you." And then I just sat down and wrote. And it was about, I don't know, 3 days writing. And then it was done. I was like, all right, time to hit the studio.
Wow.
And then that was it.
And do you walk into the studio with the lyrics ready to go, with the beat, like a demo perhaps?
Yeah.
Or do you find the song in the studio?
No, I bring like the lyrics and everything, yeah. Because I don't know, if I write, it's easier to remember. But if I just type or the top of my head, I don't have a great memory, so it's not gonna work. If I just live for my brain over here, not gonna work. So I write down, and then in the studio, just go and record.
Oh, boom.
Yeah.
Is
that's
it a home studio, or are you going someplace to record? And what's that experience like?
Nowadays, it's a home studio.
Okay.
I've been like
Nice.
blessed enough to being able as well, like to just build my own studio, because as I said, 4 in the morning, you know, if like I get something going on, I don't need to wait like till 7, 8, 9 in the morning
Right.
for the
Yeah.
producer to be like, "Hey, I'm awake.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have time? Oh, not today." You know, with the home studio, whenever I wake up, whenever I got something going, just hit the studio, record, get the job done, and that's it.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for artists who don't have that home studio but need to capture that creativity?
Yeah, hit me up. We can collab. You know, there's like, as we were talking before the show started, if people came together in Minnesota for the scene, the local scene, we would have one of the dopest scene in the whole country.
Yes.
You know, so if you want to work, hit me up. You know, we can definitely work together.
Oh,
Let's collab. Let's do, because you bring me, I bring you, and so on. You know.
more artists need to have an open heart and an open mind like yourself. So I like that a lot.
So I think I could guess the answer, but do you prefer making songs where you're the only artist on the track, or do you like doing collabs better? Which do you like better?
I think it depends.
They're different.
Yeah, I think it's different because it depends on the artist you were working with, you know, and depends also like the project or like what is that about, you know, if it's gonna take like longer or yeah, I think like it depends, but I like both, you know. I've been writing by myself, but I have two. I think I have two features. I have like two songs that I collaborated with local artists as well.
Fun.
Yeah, Hardy Boy.
Yeah.
From Armageddon Podcast.
Yes.
Throwback Recordings. That was
What up,
him.
buddy?
Yeah, that was with him, and I think it was both with him. One was the one song that he hopped in, and then the second one was like his idea.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Sweet songs.
Beacon of Hope. If you guys want to stream, go ahead. I don't know if I could say that.
No, it's streaming everywhere right now.
Get on it. Yeah, Beacon of Hope. That's so that's 2026. I'm skipping way
Yeah,
ahead.
that was this year. That was January 1st.
That's awesome.
A great way to start the year.
Right. It was like just, hey guys, fuck you. Drop the song. That's it.
Yeah. Sorry, we got to take a break in like a minute, so I don't want to squeeze too much stuff in. But the end of 2024 goes Insomnia in October,
Mm-hmm.
and then boom, we're into 2025. So you're sitting down with D Santos. You can listen to his music, D.Santos. If you're searching for it, that's where you can find it all. The YouTube topic, Spotify, all that good stuff.
And the YouTube channel, make sure you check out the music video for A Friend You Can Lean On. We'll be right back with more DeSantos here on DogStar. Follow us at DogStar Podcast. Stream every episode wherever you get your podcasts. Bow wow every single day. Bringing that hope here with DeSantos on DogStar Podcast.
Oh, wow.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Bow wow. Welcome back to DogStar.
We are sitting down with D Santos.
The one and only.
Working our way through your discography. I think we got to 2025. 2025 had Midnight Tale and Our Father.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the beginning of the year. March is when Our Father came out. Then there was a little break. What was going on?
I got a little lazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like trying to, have like a job that, like, I enjoy my job, but having to go to my job and then come back and then music, and then everything else besides that, I struggled a little bit with time management, But I try as much as I could just to keep working,
Right.
But it didn't come out, but there's more coming out 2026.
That's right. Finding the balance.
Exactly. Just, because also life is not only work. You also have to have your leisure time.
Exactly.
Do something that you enjoy. Because if you work, 2016 will come back for me, but I don't want that. I don't know why I brought it back.
But no, learning to continue to level up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And not be a workaholic.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then, 2026, Beacon of Hope in January with Hardy Boy, and then Community Resistance in March.
Yes.
Exactly. That was my latest.
Yeah, and that's one of the tracks you brought for us. You brought that track and Guilty at 11.
Mm-hmm.
You said Guilty at 11 had something to do with your grandfather?
Yeah.
What more can you tell us about that song?
So, Guilty at 11, basically, it tells a story when I first had sleep paralysis.
Paralysis,
and then, it was when my grandpa, because he passed away on my birthday back in 2006.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I feel like he was the one who kind of opened the door for, my spiritual journey, And, I had dreams with him, just telling me, hey, I'm the casket right now. You were the only one who I can talk to. This is fresh. I really had that dream. It was so vivid. And then I was like, God damn, why me? So I was like, okay. He was the one that kind of brought me closer to it. And besides that, I just been having dreams with him, all the time, and have deja vus with him as well, involved in him. Wow. And I was like, you know what? I think one way for me to honor him and having right now is writing a song. And then, Culpado at 11, Guilty at 11 actually, it's kind of funny because when I first finished writing that song, I was bawling.
Whoa.
I can imagine.
Bawling. And a few times I also had when I was performing the song, I kind of felt like my grandpa present, near.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like he's one of my guardian angel, and that was for him. Guilty at 11.
Wow. I mean, it makes sense. You gotta You gotta think he's bumping that in heaven.
Oh yeah, Jesus probably like, yo, turn it down. But you know, that's for him. I think like he deserves, yeah. And it's I haven't stopped yet. There's more to come.
Oh, I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah, so that's the song that you're going to hear first after this interview. And then you also brought Community Resistance.
Yes.
Yeah, excited to talk to you about that song. So that came out this March.
Yeah.
When did you start writing that song?
That one, I started writing, it was a little before Rene Good was killed, was murdered.
Right.
And then because the vibe I had for that song, it was completely different. It was like a chill, laid back vibe.
Interesting.
And then even like the third part of the song, I didn't even had that one before because the idea, it was completely different. Same lyrics though, different beat.
Whoa.
And
Interesting.
different message as well. You know, and after Rene was murdered, and then it was Alex Pretty, right? And then it was when Alex Pretty died, or he was killed, that I was like, I need to bring some like aggressive to this song, because we cannot like tolerate the system do whatever they want.
Exactly.
You know, it's not because like even if you got no papers, it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't mean that you cannot be here or you're not allowed to be here. You know why? Because nobody's land. It's a stolen land, man.
Exactly.
Stolen land. You know, so who are you to come and tell me like, hey, you have to leave the country because you got no papers? You know?
Hypocritical.
Exactly. That's what we've been seeing with the, you know, government anyways. But yeah, and then Alex Pretty, and I was like, I need to bring some, you know, let's do it. I got the beat and I was like, damn, this beat is like perfect for it. And then I started just like practicing, rehearsing till I recorded it.
Wow.
And I was like, I think that should be it. That should be it. And then also community resistance, it's also it talks about also like, I don't know, not only me as an immigrant, but I think it's everyone else who came, you know, looking for a better job, better life,
Yeah.
you know, like opportunities. I'm not saying Brazil is not good. Brazil is awesome. But why I'm here is just because, I don't know, it's just the love, you know, the culture. I love, like, I don't know, I've been, like, connected to the U.S. since I was young. And then being able to come, to live my dreams, make music, and meet people, I think this is, like, dope, you know? And who are him? Like, who is he to come and tell me, like, hey, who are you? Oh, you got papers? No. So get out of here. Nah, it doesn't work like that with me. However, because of like this immigration going on, I had to take some time off of work because I got air tagged by ICE.
What?
No.
There's one song that I talk about it coming out. It's called January 22nd. That was exactly when the general strike. I don't know if you guys remember that. And then I had like to take time off because when I got back, I had like the air tag in my car. I was like, what the is that? And then later that day, my partner and I, we went outside to run some errands. On the way back, there's like cars from ICE like stopped, like parked right outside the apartment.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How am I here? I don't know. Just a blessing, I'd say.
Yeah. Divine providence.
Exactly.
Following the path, like you were saying.
Yeah. And then I was like, I don't know, because you see, like, you turn on the news, right? You see people like dying, being killed, or getting kidnapped by them. And then in the meantime, I'm like here making music, being able to perform. And after that incident, I haven't like came across with nobody from those.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, keep on the path.
Yeah,
Do not give up. Do not stop.
I won't.
Yeah.
Won't. Gotta keep going, you know, because it's not only for me.
Exactly.
I think it's there's a lot of people, you know, the same situation as well. And I'm using my music, my art, my voice, you know, to show what is wrong. I'm more than honored. And if he keeps, you know, giving me ideas of song, keep going.
Yes.
You know, keep going, because that's what I love. You give me something to write about, I will write about.
Well, thank you. Again, this has been D. Santos on DogStar Podcast.
Follow him at D. Santos Official. Follow us at DogStar Podcast.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Santos. Todo dia espero outra vez sonhar. Apesar de doloroso, para sempre vou lembrar. Ainda me culpo por não ter feito nada. Talvez conosco ele hoje poderia estar. Todo dia espero outra vez sonhar. Apesar de doloroso, para sempre vou lembrar. Ainda me culpo por não ter feito nada. Talvez conosco ele hoje poderia estar. Foi numa sexta-feira, dia 23 de junho de 2006. Até tentei e pedi aos meus pais pra me levar pra te ver, mas infelizmente não tive o que fazer. Ao receber a notícia pela manhã no outro dia aos 11 anos, quem imaginaria? Mas de alguma forma eu já pressentia que tua energia anunciava tua partida. Era muito novo pra entender que eu não ia mais te ver depois daquele nosso último encontro. Eu ainda acreditei, mal esperei, porém naquela noite com ti sonhei. Parecia real, segurando aquela rosa doce voz falando que o Senhor estava mal. Afinal, eu era o único que o Senhor queria conversar, não me deixe acordar. Todo dia espero outra vez sonhar. Apesar de doloroso, para sempre vou lembrar. Ainda me culpo por não ter feito nada. Talvez conosco ele hoje poderia estar. Todo dia espero outra vez sonhar. Apesar de doloroso, para sempre vou lembrar. Ainda me culpo por não ter feito nada. Talvez conosco ele hoje poderia estar. Experiência sobrenatural que não tem igual, realidade tridimensional. Memórias do funeral aos poucos vão me tornando irracional. Uma saudade incondicional. Tua partida afetou meu emocional, mas na moral queria entender o porquê. Tentei suas lágrimas, contei e não me mexia. Teu semblante de desespero era tudo que eu via. Queria te tirar daquele lugar, era escuro e tava quente. Lembro de ti falando que tava difícil pra respirar. Acho que tô pirando, tive paralisia do sono aos 11 anos, não tô zoando, é surreal. Tive parado em pé no quarto me olhando e tal. Não tô legal, começo a suar. Independente do que acontecer, eu não quero acordar. Todo dia espero outra vez sonhar. Apesar de doloroso, para sempre vou lembrar. Ainda me culpo por não ter feito nada. Talvez conosco ele hoje poderia estar. Todo dia espero outra vez sonhar. Apesar de doloroso, para sempre vou lembrar. Ainda me culpo por não ter feito nada. Talvez conosco ele hoje poderia estar. Espero que esteja num lugar muito bom, vô. Olhe por nós aqui. Valeu por me ouvir. É nóis.
Keith Porter Jr., René Nicole Good, Alex Pretty, Heber Sanchez Dominguez, Paradis, La, Victor Manuel Dias, Luiz Gustavo Núñez Cáceres, Geraldo Lunas Campos, Luiz Beltrán Yanis Cruz, Lorth Sim, and all of those who lost their lives at the hands of ICE, rest in power.
Yeah, the sun's on the mind.
To fight this fascist system, I dedicate this song to all immigrants in Minnesota and all over the world. It's not a sin, but a blessing being an immigrant. I'm the first one in my family, Brazilian American or vice versa. Yeah. Há quase uma década que decidi a me tornar um viajante, agora tô aqui. Jamais imaginei viver o que vivi. Latino-americano, nada vai nos oprimir. Infelizmente, o desgoverno traz terror. Já o imigrante, o espírito trabalhador, povo acolhedor, sotaque diferente, alegria e resiliência de forma inteligente. Que orgulho de poder falar que escolhi Minneapolis pra viver, trabalhar, se divertir, estabilizar e até o amor da minha vida encontrar, sempre dando forças pra continuar. Cidade que me apresentou pessoas de todo lugar: México, Jamaica, Guatemala e Panamá, Peru, Argentina e Guiana. Um salve pra toda a comunidade latino-americana. Luzes vermelhas no céu, gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade e sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. Luzes vermelhas no céu, gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade e sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. Assim como meus frutas do Congo, Laos e Somália, que assim que eu acordava para começar o dia. Agora o medo e a incerteza é parte da rotina. Temos que acabar com toda essa idolatria. É tanto ódio, abuso de poder, infantaria despreparada, sanguinária, tipo uma quadrilha. Dizem que é imigração, pique facção, só traz terror e agonia para o cidadão. Violência escancarada para todo mundo ver, sequestro, assassinato ao vivo na TV. Gás lacrimogênio no recém-nascido. Agora me fala qual crime ele havia cometido. Depois reclamam dessas manifestações. O governo pede paz, mas cai em contradição. A verdade tá aí para quem quiser ver. Ser imigrante é não dar o braço a torcer. Luzes vermelhas no céu, gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade e sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. Luzes vermelhas no céu, gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade e sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. You know, it's not even about being right or left, Republican or Democrat. It's all about human beings. If you cannot see past politics, we were the problem. Not only you though, but also Jonathan Ross, Jesus Ochoa, Raimundo Gutierrez, and all of y'all support these goons kidnapping and terrorizing our communities. But hey, this song's to the people fighting this bloodthirsty fascist system, especially to the people in Minnesota, taking such a good care of their communities. Simple thing that Minneapolis Police Department, pathetic Mayor Fry and Governor Tim Walz cannot do. Shame on you. Luzes vermelhas no céu, gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade e sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. Luzes vermelhas no céu, gritos no ar, empatia, liberdade e sonhos pra salvar. Sob as leis frias, o sistema tenta oprimir, mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. Empatia, liberdade e sonhos pra salvar. Mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir. Empatia, liberdade e sonhos pra salvar. Mas em comunidade nós vamos resistir.